Love Squad. What Guan? Hey! This was the best episode of the season so far. Period. Period. Sorry, y'all. I had to plug in my headset. Anyway, like I said, the best of the season. So that means it's about to get spoiled. And add this to your like list and come back later. Click that like button if you don't want to know what happens. I'm Kim, aka @GlamPowered. Let's get into it. First, we got to start with the people. You know, I like to feature some of the characters in each of my little recaps. Now we have Happy, the dapper gangster. We have Satchel, the baby gangster. We have Giantano, clumsy. Clumsy is probably an understatement. Daggone. And Eldorita, savage. Ha. Yo, did y'all peep that? I never realized how much she looks like Savage. Ha. Until this episode, I was like, wait, doppelganger. For real? Like, if they do a biopic, she could just play her. She could be like the slightly younger version. Wow. Okay, anyways, context. So this is what had happened this episode. The episode starts with what is officially war. The one thing this season has been leading up to is now happening. They're busy at the morgue. It looks like the funeral home turned out to be a prudent investment, although the circumstances suck for all parties involved. Otis and friends round up the fodder crew while they're having dinner. The audacity of Otis after all that dirt he done did. Wow. We finally meet Happy, Leon's cousin. He expresses his and his constituents' concerns about Lloyd's leadership. It looks like he's slipping. It does look like he's slipping, though. He been slipping hard. It does appear to be so. So, his concerns are valid. He says cops don't care which head, long as the color's right. So he's like, you know, what you're doing is not just affecting you, it's affecting all of us. It's bad for business. Okay, Lloyd's been in the news as of late, and it isn't good for business. Mrs. Cannon is grieving and convinces Happy to help. She knows that once they're done with them, they'll be after him next. Sure enough, this sentiment sways him, but he wants things to be made right with his cousin Leon. Sigh. I don't know how I feel about this. Sometimes you just have bad luck. Leon has had some. How do y'all feel? Do you think he deserves grace? I'd feel better about this if he'd actually proven himself, but he hasn't. It'd be one thing if Happy came in and was like, yo, my cousin did XYZ, you know, give him that shot, let him lead. That's not what happened though. He been fumbling the ball from day one. But it's also kind of been like just bad luck. You know what I mean? So I don't know. I got mixed emotions about that. Cut to the Italians discussing their predicament. They decide Lloyd needs a replacement to appease New York, and it looks like Otis is going to get his, okay? Otis is about to get his. Like I said, the audacity, okay? So, the Python strikes again because he's made the determination to replace Lloyd with someone who's weak but thinks they're strong, and we already know who that is. At this point, I'm rolling my eyes because I'm just like, ugh. Anyways, Satchel and his four-legged companion make an appearance. I'm so happy to see them. We see they're headed towards Colorado Springs, and little Miss Nosy Ethelrita is doing some sleuthing, reading obituaries at the library. And we finally find out who the Spectre is. He's an old slave ship captain that manned the ship Ethelrita's great-grandfather was on, Theodore Roach. That's his name, y'all. After all this time, we finally found out who the Spectre is. I mean, they're really tying up these loose ends because they have to. They have to. So they're tying them up. What Zelmar said about the family being cursed is true after all. My question is, why now? I'm wondering, is there an age requirement attached to seeing him? Because she didn't see him until, a couple episodes ago. So that was interesting. Ethelrita tells Lemuel she's worked out how to get the house back and she needs his help. She also tells him to not let an incoming Orietta get her. It looks like some deals are being struck. Ethelrita is using her feminine wiles. Go girl, go girl. Anyways, the audacity of thieves and murderers. Once again, Orietta tells Ethelrita to give her back her ring, as in the ring she stole off a dead Papa Father's body. Remember that ring? Ethelrita tells Nurse Ratched she'll snitch right back if she calls the cops. Politics? Era? Not sure if that's going to work, but anyways. Oh, and sidebar. Who looks like Megan Thee Stallion? Who looks like Megan Thee Stallion? I'll let you type it down in the chat. Really though, Stallion. Livio stands out for this, or stands out for his bae, and I said stands up. He stands out. I said stands out. He stands up for his bae, or he calls himself a suitor, which is the proper term. Yes, he's a suitor, because Ethelrita, she hasn't said yay or nay or nothing really, but they're warming up to each other. It's cute. All right. Anyways, he tells Orietta to leave. And Orietta tells her she'll see her in her dreams and stalks off, as she does when she doesn't get her way. Y'all know how she gets to walking when she's angry. Once again, the nerve of all parties involved, okay? Ethelrita needs to mind her business. Keep your hands out of people's closets. And Orietta, she's a murderer. It's all bad all around. So it is what it is. Cue Leon and Happy meeting with Justo to discuss the new terms of agreement, which will ultimately piss Lloyd off, but we'll have to wait and see how that plays out. Leon, you ain't ready. Boy, you ain't ready. Lloyd gets the news. I can't wait to see what happens with that. Satchel's still on foot, except now a red truck with two possibly inebriated ingrates has pulled up beside him. Walking while black. People can't live. They can't. Sigh, man. His would-be harassers relent when he pulls that gun out of his pocket, though. Satchel is a baby gangster. His mama taught him well. Leave people alone. Mind your damn business. He tells them to F off, and they do. Good boy. I am very, very proud of him. I question whether he would be able to handle himself, but you know what? It looks like he can. He's doing a good job. So the Father brothers have a conversation about their penises while they wait in front of Otis's house to do them in. I mean, I can't. I wonder how many takes they had to do before they could have this conversation without bursting into laughter, because it was so funny. Big like a pickle. I can't. Giancarlo tells us he got sent back to Sardinia because of an ill-fated love affair when he was 11. The brothers are really bonding. Even though they are both loco, it's lovely. Otis finally comes home to a ransacked apartment. All his little figurines have been broken into smithereens. He hears the door opening in the distance and realizes he's in trouble. All nerves seem to go out the window because, he sure can run when he needs to. No switch, no nothing. He just running, child. He makes it to the car. The fathers are sitting in the car adjacent to him, watching him panic, dead to rights. Just chill AF, just watching them. They turn on their headlights and he stops his flurry of activity as they exit their vehicle. They're about to murk this man. His wife sings in the background. He finds peace just before Giancarlo blasts him away. And then what are the odds? Yo. No words as I take in what happens immediately after Giancarlo trips and accidentally shoots himself in the damn head as he falls. Who wrote this? Who wrote this? Clearly this family is cursed. Also, first Papa Father, accidental shooting, now him. Yeah, they cursed. The universe always sorts things out. Always. Mind your karma. Orietta comes to visit Eltharita in her sleep as promised. I hope the specter would get her. Like, I was just like, I hope that specter pops up and just, Orietta is standing at the foot of Eltharita's bed with a syringe in her hand and a crazed look in her eyes. She's crazy. Yes. The specter appears behind Orietta. Yes. After all them skeletons she done let pile up in her closet. I mean, the poetic justice of the universe is swift tonight because the skeleton's about to get her. She senses his presence, screams, and drops the syringe. She runs back to her apartment. There's a room full of police waiting for her on the other side of the door. They have a warrant for her arrest. Tea sip with the panky banger up, okay? Dr. Harvard woke up, y'all. The Smutneys and Lemuel watch as the cops take her away. Justice served. Dun 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 dun. They are tying up these loose ends real quick. They like, tie it up, tie it up, tie it up. Okay? And on a sidebar, you know, the specter, he's scary, but I'm not sure if he's necessarily trying to do the Smutneys in. You know, they say they're cursed, and they do seem like they definitely have they got some bad dharma going on. But you know, he low key he helped Eltharita in that moment. And I also remember when Zelmar was in the train station with Otis, he came right in the nick of time to help her too. So he seems to be helping them. He doesn't seem to be trying to hurt them. So that's interesting. Anyways, this is why I need for girls to read books and things, okay? After all that, the child, aka Savage, Eltharita, confidently and shrewdly makes her way to Lloyd's office after the previous night's ruckus and convinces him to agree to return her family's home. She gives him Papa Father's ring. That's what she was doing at the library, y'all, okay? I still don't like a snoop, but her snooping has paid off, and Lloyd loves intelligence. You know, he loves smart people. He agrees. She says she'll help him win his war, and it looks like she might. Come through, Eltharita, come through. Both sides just want this to be over. So, I mean, why not? And end scene. This episode was so good. I'm probably going to watch this episode again, okay? Yes, I think I am. One more time. With a slice of sweet potato pie for Thanksgiving holiday. Happy Thanksgiving, everybody. Happy holidays. I hope you enjoyed the recap. Before I go, I wanted to make sure I told you to hit that bell notification. We're winding down with the series vlog, okay? I'll be vlogging about working at Amazon just in case. I start this weekend with Amazon and mystery shopping, which I've been doing for a minute now. So if you're interested in learning how to make that money or learn, some other ways that you can make money, stay tuned for those videos over the next month. I already have my next vlog series planned for my next series that I'll be watching, but I'll have to wait until it comes back in January. Plus, right now, I'm very busy with work. Like I said, I'm starting this new job, and I already have my other hustles going. So I kind of need to change up the dynamic a little bit to manage everything. So stay in the loop by clicking that bell notification button. This is Kim B, aka at Glam Powered. Shout out to Savage. Hi. Comment, like, subscribe, and leave a horse emoji for the stallion in the comments. See you next time. Bye. And thank you guys so much again.